So, Mandy, the last time you were here, you were talking about climbing Mount Everest.
Yes.
And I advised against that.
You did. I'm happy to report I did not climb Everest, because that is like a 2-month excursion, but I did trek into Everest Base Camp.
Okay.
So I did about, a quarter of the trip.
How far? It's quarter way up, base camp?
It's 17,600 feet.
That's pretty high.
Pretty high, but Everest is the tallest peak in the world. It's 29,000 something feet, so you still have a ways to go once you get to base camp.
So you went a quarter of the way up and then went down?
And then I went down, yes. It's much safer that way.
Did you feel triumphant when you got
did.
a quarter of the way up?
Well, that was our
goal.
Goal was to just do the trek there, the base camp trek.
I like that.
It takes
nice,
about a week.
Reasonable goal.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes a week?
It takes a week, yes. You slowly sort of weave your way through the Khumbu Valley in Nepal, and you stay at these tea houses along the way. I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro about a year and a half ago, and you stay in tents along the way up to the summit. But with Everest Base Camp, I guess for environmental reasons, you stay at these tea houses, which are essentially like people's homes.
Really?
And little like quasi bed and breakfast. It's very charming.
Oh, so when they serve you meals and they have beds and stuff like that?
Well, it's kind of rustic. You sleep in your sleeping bag, but you're sleeping on a bed, on
Do they
some
have
sort of
tea
mattress.
there, I assume?
They do. They have yak milk tea.
Yak milk?
Yak milk tea, which I became obsessed with and wanted to like open a yak farm when I got home. I'm like, I'm obsessed with yak milk.
Really? Are you
Yes.
sure you weren't just starving or something, or malnourished? And eating nothing but Cliff Bars or something?
Probably, yes.
Whoa, yak milk, it's good, huh?
It's delicious,
Why
yes.
is it better than cow milk?
Cow's milk hurts my stomach, but yak's milk was fine.
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe you get a yak at the house.
Maybe I get a yak.
Do you have space for a yak?
In the yard. The dog's running around, the yak in the backyard.
So this is when you got to, I won't say the
camp.
top, but when you got to base camp.
Absolutely.
You're full of yak milk in this photo?
A belly full of yak milk.
Which one is you in this photo?
Right there.
Your husband didn't come on this trip,
He did not come. I'm gonna have to go back and do it again all over with him.
Does he want to do it again?
I think he would.
If
He's so lovely to indulge me in these hiking trips. He had no idea what he was marrying into.
Yeah, well, he stayed home for this one.
He did.
If you do go back with him the whole way up, you'd be like, oh, yeah, we saw this last time. And oh, yeah, like we do one of those things.
Absolutely
Yeah,
gonna
right?
do that.
That's why you never go anywhere with someone when it's their second time.
Absolutely.
You can go like their fifth time, but the second time is no good at all. How long has it been since you recorded an album?
It's been 10 years since I've released music.
And now, are you currently recording or have you finished recording?
I am nearly done with a record, and I've released 2 singles already.
2 singles already? And nowadays, it used to be you'd finish the record and then you release the singles.
I know.
How many singles will be on the record?
There will be probably 10 songs on the record.
10 songs?
Yes.
And CDs were the thing back
I know.
10 years ago, right?
10 years ago, you had a compact disc. I don't even have one in my car anymore. I don't know how you play a CD. So yeah, the music landscape has changed exponentially since I've last released music. And since I started, I mean, it's a completely different world.
Your husband is a part of the band Dawes.
He is, yes.
Is he working with you on this record?
Yes, we've written the whole record together. He's playing all on the album. We're gonna go on tour together. It's pretty cute.
Was that the excuse is that the excuse he used for not being able to come out on the mountain trip?
I'm working on your record, Mandy. You can't climb Everest.
I want this to be perfect. I have a photograph, and you posted this on Instagram recently.
That was...
This is from when?
1998.
Mm-hmm.
It was my high school freshman homecoming dance. I don't know who told the hairstylist who did my hair it was a good idea to curl those little bits like into my mouth.
It's almost like a bighorn sheep that became depressed or something. Was that like a style at the time?
I believe it was, and you can even see the little hairs here are crisscrossed too. Like it was happening for 98.
Is that problematic when you're eating or whatever? It seems like it might be.
I think it was.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I think I tucked them behind my ears at some point in the evening.
Well, and how long after this did you start making music professionally?
6 months after that.
6 months after that, you were just a baby.
Just a little baby.
That is
I know. I've been
crazy.
doing this for 20 years now. I feel like an old woman.
Yeah. Must be. Must be the yak milk that's really brought you back to life.
It's fortified me, yes.
You toured at that time with the Backstreet Boys
and NSYNC.
And NSYNC.
Yeah.
That must have been a wild experience as well.
It was everything. I went from watching those guys on TRL to like 6 months later opening up for them. It was completely bizarre.
Did you love them? Like,
I loved them.
Which band did you really love of the two?
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
And who in the band was your guy? Because I know, like, that everyone...
I mean, I sort of oscillated between Nick Carter and AJ. Like, you know, it was like when I wanted the bad boy rocker, obviously AJ was my dude. But then when I wanted the, like, sensitive, floppy-haired, you know, cute one, it was Nick.
And in a way, they've reversed roles now, haven't they?
Kind of have, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Well, all right, well, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we'll see a clip from your new movie. It's called Midway. It opens in theaters Friday. Mandy Moore is here. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How long have you been married?
Long enough to know my husband's talents. Why isn't he commanding a squadron?
Well, I don't make those decisions.
2 Muay Thai, please.
Yes, sir.
I understand before the war when it was about politics, but now?
I told you she was a firecracker.
I have to say, I often wondered what kind of woman would marry Dick Best, and, well, you have not disappointed.
That is Mandy Moore in Midway. It opens in theaters on Friday. This movie opens with Pearl Harbor, the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
And ends with the Battle of Midway.
Yes.
And where did you shoot the movie?
We shot the movie in Hawaii.
The whole thing in Hawaii?
Yeah, well, most of the movie. I only, sadly, was on the movie for about 5 days. I was in the middle of shooting last season of This Is Us.
Oh, I see.
And they very kindly let me out to be a part of this incredible film with an incredible ensemble. But yes, most of the movie was shot in Hawaii.
How old are you on This Is Us now? Like, what age are we at right now?
Last season, I played 16 to 85. And everything in between, I'm not even joking, I wish I was. This year, we focused a lot more on present day so far this season.
I
so
see.
I play a 70-year-old.
Is that better, or is it...
It's less time in the makeup chair.
Yeah.
But I love it. It means I get to work with my adult children, with Sterling and Chrissy and Justin, and I love them.
That is nice,
Yeah.
yes. You are friendly with Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
I am.
How did that happen? How did you become friendly with him, and how long has this been going on?
I am a massive fan and supporter of Pete Buttigieg. He's my boy. I went to a campaign event before he actually announced, when he was still sort of doing his exploratory committee earlier this year. Met him, and I happened to meet Chasten, his husband, and loved
His what?
His what? Are you kidding?
I don't pay attention. This is a shock to me.
And Chasten and I sort of slid into each other's DMs and became friends.
I see.
And anytime he comes to Los Angeles, we try to make time for each other, and he's wonderful. And I've like Ubered him around in my car. I'm like his chaperone when he's in town.
So
It's great.
your point of entry was through Chasten?
Yes.
Yes, that's interesting.
Yes.
Because I was wondering, how does it go? Like, meet at an event, like, hey, yeah, here's my phone number.
No. Not with a candidate. They're quite busy. But the spouse absolutely has slightly more time, although their lives have changed exponentially at this point, too.
Are you, like, super interested in the
Politics?
election and all this stuff that's going on?
Very much,
Yeah.
yes. It's top of mind. I think it's essential. We all have an incredible responsibility coming up in the next year. So it's something I think about all the time.
Is it one of those things where, because sometimes when I sit down to dinner, I just wonder how many minutes will elapse before someone says the word Trump?
Yeah, it's tricky these days,
and
right?
it's nice when it doesn't happen for a while.
It is.
But that never doesn't happen. It always seems to happen.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayor Pete's your guy.
Mayor Pete's my guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
You think he really has a reasonable, any chance of winning?
I do.
You do?
Yes. I think
Why
if
do you
you look
think
at
that?
the Iowa polls, things just keep swinging in the right direction. You know, I'm so impressed with him. I think he's overwhelmingly qualified. I think he's brilliant, and I love his message of unity. I think it's something that we don't have enough of in the world right now.
Is there any chance that should Mayor Pete go on to win, is there any chance you will get an ambassadorship or something like that? or be put in charge of something?
I'm pretty happy with my day job.
You're all right with that?
I think I'm okay. As long as I can get invited to the inauguration, that's all I want.
Okay, all right. I'm sure. I have a feeling that that would happen.
Fingers crossed.
Well, it's great to have you here.
Great
Mandy
to see
Moore,
you.
everybody. Midway is your movie. It opens Friday. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, click the subscribe button. And if you didn't like it, well, you hurt my feelings.